Hi, 48 Blocks fans. 𝗏𝗃𝗃𝐽𝐝 here, and this is Cooking with Michelle. But I am on location today. I'm so excited with one of my besties and neighbors, Larry Sokoloff. We're
Hello,
in his
everybody.
apartment.
Hello.
And
48 blocks.
so we have quarantined together. We
True.
did a lot of family meals.
Yes.
We did some kitchen MacGyver work.
Quite a few, yes.
Yes, I started a little project in March called cleaning out my cupboard. So I wanted to get rid of all those canned goods that are stuck in the back because we couldn't go anywhere.
And there was no food to be found.
Right. So we did a lot of cooking at home. I did a lot of videos for that. So this is more of that. But today we are giving you a little bit of a cultural lesson.
True.
We are making one of your family's go-to recipes, which is what?
For Passover, fried matzah. Well, I call it fried matzah. Most people call it matzah Brei. I grew up, my mom would just say we're having fried matzah for dinner.
Okay.
And it was typically during Passover because we're not supposed to eat bread.
Okay.
And it's a breakfast. It could be breakfast for dinner.
Yeah, you got to get rid of those because when Passover time, you buy the shrink-wrapped thing of 6 boxes of matzah.
5.
There's 5. Oh, excuse me.
Yes, 5.
I went to Catholic school. I'm learning. Yeah. I'm learning. Okay.
But I actually like this year-round because I just happen to love this, and it always makes me think of my mom.
So can you get and find matzah all year long, or do you have to use saltines in the middle of
I don't know how it would taste
with
salt.
summer?
You can find it, but typically I buy like one of these a season, and it lasts for many months.
Okay. So what do we do?
Fried matzah, well, the way you make it, you take some matzah.
Okay.
And basically you just wet it down.
All right.
This is how at least my mother always made it.
Okay. Oh, this is not like a quick little soak. You like...
Yeah, let it soak first. No, it's not a long soak.
But you really put the water right
on
top of it. Like you give it a little matzah shower.
Yeah, I do.
So what is matzah? What can you tell us about matzah?
It's unleavened bread.
Heard of it. Okay. I like it. I remember when I lived on Long Island, if you spent, $50 at a store or something, you got the whole 5 boxes free.
This is true. Acme here does it too.
Right. So, my partner and I were Christians, so we're like, what do we do with these?
Well, your partner's not all Christian.
Hmm?
Your partner's not all Christian.
Different partner.
Oh, excuse me.
So, Long Island. Did we ever live on Long Island?
Oh, well, okay.
Larry, come on. What are you doing? So, okay. So we made some pizzas with it. We threw a little cheese.
Well, I love it with peanut butter.
You did it with peanut. We made some peanut butter with it. Made some breadcrumbs.
Yeah, and you just mix it with some egg.
So I was looking at some history of this recipe, and it's a North American recipe. It's credited with starting in London in a Jewish publication in 1846. Thank you, Wikipedia. You will get my $3 at the end of the... You know how they always ask for the little donations to keep using it?
Yes.
All right, so you're mixing that up. So this is a 3-ingredient, quick little...
Yeah, it's pretty easy to make, really.
Snack. So now this is the way that your
mother
mom made it?
Yes.
So what are some variations? Like, is there a different way to mix it or
anything?
I think does everybody do it different?
Some people scramble it like eggs. My mom always made it like as a souffle, so that's how I do it. That's the only way I knew of doing it.
Okay. So it's almost right. When it's in the pan, I mean, it kind of looks like a frittata or something. Eggs just fix everything up. You can just take anything and bind it together with an egg, and there you go.
Yeah, this is true.
So how do you know if you feel like that was a little too dry? You needed a
just a little,
more
and you just take it from there and stick it in the frying pan.
Okay.
And I'm sure you could bake it, but everything's better fried.
I like your style, kid. I like what you're saying. Okay, so in it goes.
Just turn up the heat.
Okay. And that's it. Okay,
that is it.
Looks pretty foolproof, I would say. Are we going to flip this like an omelet?
Not yet. I'm really bad at flipping, so I usually cut it in 4s like a piece of pie.
All right.
And flip it by the piece.
Well, I watched an episode of Julia Child. It's one of my favorite episodes of Julia Child, and she was doing like an omelet bar, kind of like a brunch setup, and she was showing how to make the omelet. And she said, you know, in her Julia Child voice, you have to have the courage of your convictions. And you just have to go for it. And,
every time I've tried to have that courage, it just never worked for me.
Should we do it live for 48 blocks? Should we summon all of
We
our
could sure
artistic
try. Well,
prowess and do it?
You're a bit of a better cook than I am, so you could try doing it.
Well, there's a
It's
couple
not
ways
even-
to do it. You can loosen it and go for it.
Yeah, that's what I always used to try and do, loosen
But
it
you
up.
can also put a plate and then
Oh,
flip
that's
it
true.
and slide it back in. So we might try to.
I
what
have
do you
a
think,
small plate.
cameraman? Should we try that method?
I have a plate that would be the perfect size for that, too.
Okay, see, yeah, then we'll just flip that. We'll just flip it over. I'll show you that. So we'll let this get going. So while that's cooking, what is this served with? Like, was there a protein that, like, did you have this
No.
arranged in an
It was-
entree, or you just, that's
It
what
was
you
the
got
whole
for
thing. She cut up, like I said, she made it like a souffle and
Okay.
ended up cutting it like a pie.
Okay.
Or just breaking into it. Some people do scramble it, so you never know what you're going to get, but
Oh,
I
you
grew
would
up...
just take the spatula, just make it like scrambled eggs.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I grew up eating it with grape jelly and salt.
Grape jelly and salt.
That's the only thing my ex,
Mm-hmm.
I used to make it for her all the time, and she wasn't Jewish, but she liked it with maple syrup,
Okay.
like pancake syrup.
Okay.
Some people, I think,
So
put
it
a little...
is just like getting like a stack of pancakes, like, so you're not really needing to have anything on the side of it.
True.
It doesn't, and you already have the starch, so you're not going to have potatoes with it.
Yes.
You had mentioned that some variations you had heard that people put vanilla with it, and
Yeah.
I wanted to show this because my friend Susan has a farm out in Devonshire, and she makes vanilla extract. So you don't have to buy it in the store. It's very expensive in the store unless you're getting the imitation vanilla. But I wanted to say, if you ever felt or you came across. Oh, are you flipping?
No,
are you
not yet. I'm just
loosening?
loosening.
You're loosening. So if you ever came across a good deal on vanilla beans, you can make your own vanilla extract. It's so good, and it has 2 ingredients. Do you know what the other ingredient is besides vanilla bean?
I have
Larry?
no idea.
Vodka.
Get out!
Vodka. So all really the extracts are is just the thing, whatever it is, almonds, vanilla, whatever, and it's and then just alcohol to keep it.
Was that made with 48 blocks vodka?
I don't know if this was made with 48 blocks vodka or not. This was in my Christmas gift. You can always count on getting like a soap or something from Susan. So we got vanilla one year. We're almost out of it because it's so good. But all you would do is take the vanilla bean, split it, or scrape the seeds out with the back of a knife, whatever.
I've seen that done.
Mm-hmm. And then just put that in a bottle of 80 proof vodka, and it can be inexpensive vodka. Of course, buy 48 blocks vodka instead. Michelle Tomko for 48 blocks vodka. And you'll take your 48 blocks vodka, and you'll just put the vanilla bean in. You'll just let it sit. And just let it sit and get married and be happy. And you're checking it?
Yeah, just checking.
So if you
Still
wanted
cooking.
to, you could put a splash of vanilla in that, or cinnamon. So you can put either of those two to make it a little different. But I suppose you could do, this really is a blank palette. You could throw...
Yeah.
You could, whatever. You could get some broccoli in there. It could almost be like a fried rice.
You
could throw carrots and broccoli and have it for lunch and just have the...
I never thought of putting broccoli in there because I like putting vegetables in everything I eat.
Yeah.
And that's the one bad thing about that. But next time I make it, I'll try putting broccoli in there.
Yeah, I feel like I want to get a wok and just do like a matzah brei with like a fried rice.
It would come out scrambled like that. It'd be delicious.
It would be ready in 10 minutes, too.
It's true.
Like everything is ready in 10 minutes. All right, how are we
I'm
doing?
going to take one more look before we flip it.
Okay.
Okay, I think we could flip it.
Okay, all right.
You want to do it?
Would you want me to?
Yeah, you
I
do
don't
it.
know.
You want to do it?
It's my project. So
Go right
anybody-
ahead.
If anybody's going to burn their arm right here,
It should be you.
me. It should be me.
Well, this is all your stage.
All right, so is this all, you think, one solid piece of stuff?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So, this is exciting. All right, so yeah. So you have to have the courage of your convictions. And we flip it.
Oh.
Larry, that is, look at how golden brown and perfect that is. Okay, so then we want to, this might not slide. No, it might not
You're
slide
pushing it in.
because no,
Oh,
it's
there
doing
it goes.
Because of the eggs, I thought maybe. Probably do this away from the burner so if you lose a piece, you don't have to fall in the burner. Because that's the worst when food gets on
That
the
came out
burner.
beautiful.
Look at that! That's awesome. So we did it. So we let the other side cook. All right. And now, cameraman, make sure you get this whole thing, okay? Because this is the most exciting thing. Larry, because he's such a professional and a perfectionist.
Oh, God.
And single, ladies. He made, before we got here, one. So we can do that cooking show thing where we go, we have a finished one, let's take a look at it, which I've never gotten to do because I've always just been cleaning out the cupboard with my random can of beans or whatever. So, are you ready? Let's see what a finished one looks like. Oh, and I get to do it?
Yes.
Okay, great. So here is what a giant, like this is a regular portioned one. Here it is out of the pan. So we're going to get to taste this now. And this is basically done. This is it. We just wanted to get this to brown. Are we going to, all right, well, let's serve it.
Oh, okay.
Serve it up. You
all right.
set the table. Why
yes.
not? Let's do a wrap up like we do on the, this is so cooking show-ish, doing it with you here in your lovely, look at, we came in, he had the table all set for us. Larry, you like everything well done. You made us a beautiful chicken. You like everything
remember
well
the popcorn?
Done. And the popcorn. You like you're
I think Gene hollered at me for the popcorn,
I think
too.
you're adopted. I think that you actually are Cajun, and you just like everything blackened.
Including, no,
it's
never
not
mind.
really burnt. We get to the point where it's done, and then you go, yeah, 5 more minutes on that.
I do that with everything. I really do.
No, you really do.
I know.
You like it like that. It's just you're not like overcooking it. All right, so there it is. And now we need to take grape jelly.
And salt. You have to have salt on there, too.
Okay, you have to salt it. Which is actually good in the summer just to replacing your electrolytes. This is a good time to salt your food. I just took yoga teacher training at the Leadership Studio here in Atlantic City for them. So I'll be teaching yoga. Are you excited to take yoga classes from me?
When you're teaching it,
yes,
sure.
It's going to be super easy. I'm going to let everybody out of all
That's
the
why I
hard
want to take your
We're
classes.
just going to sit in child's pose for an hour, and then you make a donation to the Leadership Studio. It's going to be great.
See,
right.
I see you put yours on top. I put mine off to the side.
I didn't know.
Well,
I should have waited for you.
It's
so
okay.
I always put the salt in my hand, so I know I'm not doing too much. But why I said yoga is
Gene, would you like jelly on your plate?
So they suggested to salt your food during the training because we were losing so much.
Oh.
All right. So I'm going to taste this, and then we're going to let them get back to more 48 Blocks programming. We're a break. Did you know that? We're like the telethon break. Like
I didn't know
when they take
that.
a break, that's what these little cooking segments are.
I thought you were the headliner.
No, this is
Joyce.
This is this is a commercial break while they're setting up another art thing. All right, cheers.
Could be a little hotter.
Our sample. Oh, that's good. You gotta love eggs. They're like the most perfect little.
I love eggs.
They turn everything into souffle. You could take anything out of the fridge, mix it up with some eggs. It'll all stick together, and it'll be good.
Eggs and salt.
No, it's good. It has like an oaty taste, has a nutty taste because we like double cooked the.
Yeah.
The matzah's obviously cooked in it, so we double cooked it. And that's a great set. That could go with anything, If you're not kosher, I guess you could have this with some bacon.
Pork roll.
Have it with a little pork roll if you're from Jersey.
And I do say pork roll, not tail or ham.
But that's it. Larry Sokoloff, thank you so much for inviting
my pleasure
us to
to
your
help.
home. You helped us survive the pandemic, the cameraman and I.
We helped each other survive.
Thank you to my partner Jean, who hates being on camera, but she is behind the camera. We're holding the lights and doing everything, so we're going to let her eat her matzah and enjoy 48 Blocks. Please follow me at Tom Comedy, because Larry and I are on there doing crazy things all the time. Yeah, and support 48 Blocks all you can.
Bye, everybody.